DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. He spins free. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Come on, 60 by 6.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. You talk about this Rams defense. They played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Rams! Sam Laporta with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Talk about this Rams defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
19 Charger, 19 Charger, 19 strike, 19 strike.
They'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. George Karlaftis in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. And a nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Come on, come on. Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And 22 more yards there and another first down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go. Set.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Payne. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Payne. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw again. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there at 22. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
49ers nothing. Joshua Carney to kick off for the
So
Rams.
how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You
don't deserve anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play. Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down.
On the jump. Here we go. Set. Riggs. 70 Lions. Go.
They run it with James. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Hurt. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Panther 11. Panther 11. Yeah.
Now back to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3 to 1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Yeah, he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Mustang 19, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams continue to pull away here in this first half.
49ers 7. Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Riggs.
2nd and 6. Has his man. That's James. 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They give him a gain of 37.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 8 yards out. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive. The last time they had the ball, that cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. We saw plenty of throws like this in the Rose Bowl last fall. This one results in a first down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On the ground, it's James. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Go! Cougar 19. Check smash. Check smash. On me. Go.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He's to the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Rams 42, 49ers 14. Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Rig alert! Rig alert!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's across midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Let's go. Ready,
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play? That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They go up the middle with Campbell. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Set. 60 Bison. 60. Go.
That's taken in by Franklin. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Joshua Carty to kick off for
the Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Trap 60, trap Cougar 19. Hey, smash. I got him, man. I got him. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, check. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check smash, check smash. Mustang 19. Ready, ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Riggs, Riggs. Ready?
Back to throw again. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Ready? Check out.
Again, they run with Campbell. Down to about the 45.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ready? Dragons, Bronco lead, go.
They'll set up to throw. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
19,
They'll run. It's Campbell into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll hand this to Campbell, running right. And this time he is in. A great effort there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Rams have taken a 5-touchdown lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Panther 11.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Ready,
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Gotta be simple, Wolf. Go stick.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Ready? 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Hurt.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Hey, smash. 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
And this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Riggs. Go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run up the middle with Campbell. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. On the handoff, here's Campbell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Come on. Come on.
They'll give to the big man, Campbell. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Rams 63, 49ers 20. Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Connects with Kittle underneath.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Hurt.
James. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
60, go street.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. They'll drop the throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run with the big man Campbell. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Ready, set.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So 1st down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 13-yard line.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Set it. 60 by
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the 2nd level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. 2nd level, probably because they moved up to the 1st level, and that hurts them.
So now after the penalty, they'll try again here on 3rd and goal.
Cowboy 80.
On the run, it's Campbell. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. As the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
18, Cougar 19.
Back to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Let's go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they're going to try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Come on, come on. Don't stick. 76, come on. Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Bronco 8, Buffalo 18. Rig alert, rig alert.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80. Hey, smash.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Cougar 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Street. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Groupie able to add the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready? Cavity line. Ready?
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And